beauties, and welcome back to another video. My name is Randy, and today we're going to be testing out a bunch of viral skincare products so that you don't have to. I know we've all seen things like the red light therapy mask, a gua sha stone, facial steamers, ice rollers, all of those crazy skincare products that you're just like, do they actually work? Would this be worth it if I bought it? And then you kind of just never buy it because you're not sure. Well, today I'm going to tell you my honest opinions so that you don't have to question. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, we have a facial steamer. This is supposed to help with opening your pores so that you can do a deep cleanse of your face. It's also supposed to help with hydration, circulation, collagen production, inflammation, product absorption, and stress relief. But keep in mind, if you have sensitive skin or rosacea or eczema, this might not be the best tool for you. Okay, so I just filled this up with water. I'm gonna put it in. So this has a couple of settings. It has warm towel, facial steamer, and humidifier. So I'm just gonna go over to facial steamer, and we're just gonna wait for that to get started. While we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back. Okay, so the steam is rolling, but you can't really see it, so I'm just gonna stand right here. This is about where it's like coming, so I can't really sit down while it's on the dresser. I'd have to like put it on my lap, I think. I wonder if I could do that. Okay, so now that it's on my lap, I'm feeling it like directly on my face. Now I'm gonna go in with a toner. You have to be very careful about getting too close to the steam because it can burn you. But while the steam is opening up my pores, I'm going to go in with a toner and a cotton ball to just get everything out of my pores. I've already cleansed my face. Not going to lie, the steam feels really, really good. I can see why they put stress relief on the benefits of using this. I really like doing my deep skincare when I'm not tan, so whether that's self-tanner or an actual tan, I feel like whenever you do deep skincare, you always strip a little bit of your tan off. I can definitely feel it opening up my pores. This does feel really, really good. My skin has been so dry recently because of the winter, so I feel like it's in desperate need for this facial. And I just finished my period too, so like all my period acne is trying to go away. This is definitely my favorite part. So I would definitely say this is doing its job. It is opening my pores and I'm able to get whatever dirt is left out of my pores while it's going. And I could sit here all day in the steam. My face was completely clean before I started, but just from sitting there in front of the steamer and putting a toner on my face, I was able to get all of this out of my pores. And now my skin just feels so soft and moisturized. It even kind of looks bouncy, like in a good way. Next, I'm going to apply the Ordinary 10-minute peeling solution. This isn't exactly a facial tool, but it is a viral face mask that I feel like has been all over the internet. So I've been using this for years, so I can already vouch for it. It's a very bloody looking mask. So it has a dropper, and I just kind of drop it on my skin like this. And I just rub it in with my finger. Now, a pre-warning, this face mask will sting, but it works. I feel like this face mask smells like hibiscus tea, and honestly, based off the color, I would not be surprised if it was made from hibiscus. If you can stand the stinging, then this mask is a great game changer. It really makes your skin so soft and takes that layer off your skin for exfoliation. So I'm just gonna wait 10 minutes and we'll take it off. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and it's dried kind of tacky. It doesn't get crunchy like some face masks. So I've got a face cloth here to help take it off, and then we should have smooth, glowing skin. And as usual, my face feels absolutely amazing after using that face mask. 10 out of 10 would always recommend. The next tool we're going to be using is a microneedle stamp. They also have microneedle rollers, but I heard that those are more likely to tear your face. Not anything dramatic, just micro tears that you can't really see or feel. But they recommend a stamp instead of the roller. I just removed the cap so that you can see all the little microneedles. Microneedling is supposed to help reduce wrinkles, fade scars, treats acne, reverse sun damage, improve your skin texture, and helps with topical treatments. I used to be really consistent with microneedling a few years ago, and I used to love it and really see the benefits. So one of my New Year's goals is to use this more often. But if you've always wondered if it actually does something, I'm telling you now that it definitely does. I always start by sanitizing the microneedles with some rubbing alcohol. Which, by the way, let me know in the comments if you prefer me filming in the bathroom or in my office where my vanity is. I feel like the vanity is a lot more cozy, but the lighting isn't that great. And it's obviously a lot more girly and aesthetic, but I feel like the bathroom, you can see everything that I'm doing a lot more clear. So I don't know, let me know in the comments what you prefer. And for this video, I'll just switch back and forth. So now that the microneedle stamp is sanitized, I'm gonna start on my forehead. The goal is to stamp directly and then pull out directly without like ripping and tearing or moving. So I'm just gonna start here, press, 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 press. Now, depending on your needle length, this will hurt on different levels. Mine is just a slight pain where I can feel them going in a little bit, and it basically kind of just makes my eyes water a little. And I'm just gonna go all across my face. Now that we're all done, I'm just going to sanitize it with the rubbing alcohol again. And as you can see, my face is pretty red. You will notice redness after this. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit more painful than I remember. It's been like years since I've done that. But I guess I just did it so often that I was used to the pain. So if you're not a fan of skincare that causes any type of discomfort, then this is not for you. But if you're looking for alternatives to Botox, you might as well go ahead and do this because you're gonna be sticking needles in your skin either way with Botox. And this is something that will definitely help reduce the aging of your skin. Next, we're going to try out the Skinny Confidential Ice Rollers. This is more of a travel size roller and it's double-ended, so you have the more of a sculpting piece and the flat piece, whereas this one's a lot bigger and it is just the flat roller. Ice rollers are said to reduce puffiness, redness, stimulate circulation, tighten pores, soothes eye fatigue, helps with sunburns, and helps with blemishes. So I just got these for Christmas, so I actually haven't used them yet, but I feel like it'd be perfect for after microneedling to kind of calm down all of that inflammation. They actually do say to test it out on your wrist first, just to make sure it's not too cold, because you can burn your face. As someone who does not like cold things, this is a little hard for me. I am a space heater all day girly. I feel like in the summer this would be really nice. Ooh. Like it feels good, but like I definitely feel like the steam was more me. This actually closes your pores back up, so it should help reduce the look of your pores. Okay, so far I'm a really big fan of this. It's staying really cold. Now I'm gonna try the sculpting one. Ooh. I think I really like this sculpting one. Yeah, that's really nice around the jaw. I feel like if you wake up and your face feels really puffy and inflamed in the morning, this would be a lifesaver for you. This is definitely a nice extra step. And you're supposed to do the ice rollers before you put your skincare on. So overall, I feel like I would rate these a 7 or 8 out of 10 just because not a big fan of freezing cold things, and I also haven't been using these consistently, so I can't tell you that I've noticed a huge difference. But from just using it this one time, I feel like I could see myself getting in the habit of using these daily and really benefiting from them. I feel like this is one of those products that it's only as beneficial as you make it. So if you're consistent with it and you personally love the feeling, then it's for you. And I looked it up just to make sure, but you can also clean these with rubbing alcohol. It won't affect anything. So I'm just sanitizing them with rubbing alcohol so they'll be clean for the next time I use them. Next we have the gua sha. This is supposed to help improve circulation, reduce puffiness, soften wrinkles, help with lymphatic drainage, reduce water retention, improve the immune system, improve nerve conduction, and reduce anxiety. Okay, so I actually had no clue about a few of those. So you can't gua sha on a dry face, so I'm gonna start off with some basic Pond's face lotion. And I'm going to use this Drunk Elephant face oil for some extra lubricant. You can use any other face oil. It doesn't have to be this one. Obviously, I'm going to start off by sanitizing the gua sha with some rubbing alcohol. So if you're new to doing gua sha, I would highly recommend looking up a beginner's guide video, something that you can follow along with and do the tutorial so that you know what you're doing, because to get the results, you have to know what you're doing. I used to do gua sha a long time ago when I was consistent with my microneedling, and I definitely noticed the benefits, but it's one of those things that it's only as good as what you put into it. So if you're consistent with it and if you're using it properly. So I'm going to follow a quick 5-minute tutorial just to get it going. So one of my New Year's goals is obviously to do gua sha more as well. So that was very soothing and relaxing. I feel like I can definitely tell if you're consistent with that, there's no way you're not going to see results. So I'm just going to wash my gua sha off real quick. And I'm going to rub some rubbing alcohol over it just for good measure. Next, we're going to be using a red light therapy face mask. Now, this is probably one of the most questioned skincare products. I feel like everyone wants to know, does this work? Red light therapy is supposed to help reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It's supposed to help with acne, skin tone, wound healing, skin texture, and cellular repair. I was really skeptical about red light therapy until I did deep research into it before buying this mask. And honestly, one thing that sold me was this one girl who's been using it for years, and she said that she wasn't sure if it was really doing much until half of her mask actually broke. So half of the bulbs weren't working, and she noticed that half of her face was breaking out and only on that one half, and her skin texture wasn't looking good. She just noticed overall that the quality of her skin on one side of her face wasn't doing great because she never realized that the lights were out. And it wasn't until she noticed the dramatic difference in half of her face that she realized that her face mask was broken. I feel like I personally notice a difference when I'm consistent with using this mask, so let's go ahead and put it on. And I also sanitize this with rubbing alcohol in between uses as well. I'm going to put it on for 15 minutes. The only thing I will say, and it might just be this mask, but it does leave kind of rings around my eyes once I'm done. You'll definitely see once I take it off, but it leaves like marks on my face from being on so tight. So I don't know if it's just this mask or if I'm wearing it too tight. And I feel like the mouth is a bit big for my little mouth. This also isn't the most expensive mask. Okay, so the 15 minutes is up. Ooh. Now that is my only downside to the face mask, because these little circles around my eyes, they stay there for like a while. So I feel like this might be best to use right before you go to bed after you've done your nighttime skincare, because it does help you absorb your skincare. But other than the rings around my eyes, I love this face mask. I feel like it's another one of those products that if you're consistent with it and use it right, then you'll definitely see the results. 10 out of 10 would recommend. For the final step of my skincare, I'm just going to use this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This isn't necessarily a viral skincare product that I'm testing out for you. This is just a product that I love. You just want to make sure you shake it before you use it because it does have essential oils. Bam. It's just so hydrating and refreshing. The last viral skincare product that I want to talk about is the Medicube face mask. This is a nighttime face mask, so you're supposed to put it on over your skincare before you go to bed. Now, I've used this once, and I'm going to go ahead and put the footage of me using it up on the screen. The only thing is, I could not sleep with this face mask. The intention behind this face mask is to put a layer over your skincare to kind of seal it in and make you really absorb your skincare. I also think there's collagen involved somehow. And so that way when you sleep, your skincare isn't getting all over your pillow, it's actually absorbing into your skin. My issue is the edges of this face mask started to peel right before I went to bed, and it was just so itchy. I had to peel it off before I went to bed. Like, I was not going to be able to go to sleep. So let me know in the comments below if you've been able to use this face mask during your sleep and how you liked it. Overall, I feel like it's a really good idea and concept. I just couldn't get it to work for me personally. So I feel like I'd give it like a 5 out of 10 just because I like the concept and I feel like this would work if you could sleep with it, but I couldn't with the comfort level. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.